taxpayers, you're back with MrTaxes.ca with special guests and our special co-host. Make sure and tune in weekly Wednesday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Central. Remember to subscribe and remember to smash, bash, and kick it in the you-know-what with that like button if you want more videos like this. And there you have it. We're live here. I believe it's week number 29 for 2022. I'm coming to you from Vancouver. I'm Robert Stone and our special co-host, extra special co-host this week, I guess, out on vacation, Jesse Garnier.
Hey, how's it going?
Going awesome. Now that we can hear you, we had a few technical difficulties setting up, so we're a couple of minutes late.
Usually I'm at home in my home office. Today I'm sitting in my vehicle doing this off of my phone, so I apologize.
Yeah, your second office. So where are you this week, Jesse?
This week I am sitting on a lake called Wabamun Lake at the beach, hanging out with some family, grandparents that I haven't seen for a few years, and we just got here, so I haven't even really had a chance to sit down and say hi yet, but these webinars are just that important to me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on this week, especially when you're off. So every week, like we do we've done for the past 28 weeks, I think we're on week 29. Our agenda, we give some tips, some marketing tips, business tips. We intro Jesse a little bit about what you do, Jesse, behind the scenes with Mr. Insurance and Mr. Taxes and Next Level Marketing. Your business that you run. I don't know which one is the side hustle. Seems like this side's taking over a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really consider any. Well, I mean, they're all kind of side hustles, but they're all main hustles too. I don't know.
Yeah, so we bill the Dollar Tax Club as a side hustle for your side hustle. So if you have a business, you're in the financial services business or another complementing business, you can refer clients to us, and we've created, with the help of Jesse and Next Level Marketing, a unique affiliate program where you get paid 20% upfront for the first year for all business that's referred to us, and then a 5% trailer for life as well. If your clients are working with us, if you're a mortgage broker or financial professional, we're able to get those documents needed, financial documents for your clients, whether it's financial statements, notices of assessment, corporate and personal, GST, account information. If your clients have balances owing, we can take care of notices of objection to get those put into the objection queue to take them off the client statement. And then we have a few tips, a few jokes, and Jesse's going to come up with this week's marketing tip. He's got 15 minutes to think about it, I guess, because being off on vacation, we'll put him on the spot. I've got a couple up my sleeve as well. But more importantly, take what you learn on these webinars, take the opportunity to sign up for your 10-year tax review. If you're looking for marketing tips, reach out to Jesse. Tax and financial stuff, reach out to Jesse and myself on the insurance side. And that's pretty much what we do every week. So I nailed it. That was the 10-point landing, 29th webinar for 2022. We're going to have to start putting some replays together, some outtakes. Maybe we'll have one episode with all the outtakes from the first half of the year. If Matthew's listening in, then we'll be able to get Matt working on something like that. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit about us. You've heard this all before. It's up on the screen, but Alicia has changed the images here. She put one of me with the Rubik's Cube, and I believe the Rubik's Cube came out in about 1982. And the story behind the Rubik's Cube in the picture is because when it came out, a friend of mine had one, and he was able to solve it. He figured it out. He had a little book with the cheat sheets, and he figured out the secret to solving the cube. And he got me one for Christmas that year. Everybody was getting them. And I played hooky for a full week of school. I was so addicted to that thing. And Friday came and my mother said, I just got a call from the school that you've been away. I said, yeah, Ma, I've been studying science at home all week. So, but I still have one to this day. And, it's like riding a bike. Once you learn the secret to solving it, it's like anything in business. Once you solve how to get those Facebook ads posted, once you solve, how to get a tax return reassessed, whatever business you're in, it takes hours and hours of practice. And that's my little input for the week. Focus on what you really drives you and let that become your hustle, your main hustle, and then complement it with things that are going to improve your business or help push it along. Now, Jesse, long list of accolades.
So my name is Jesse Garnier, co-founder of Next Level Vision. Also have a couple other businesses, side hustles, I guess you could say. Working with Mr. Taxes and Mr. Insurance has been a great stepping stone into my next phase of career. Working with Rob and the team, and on the back end side, putting the affiliate system together, the landing pages, the funnels, the automations, the email campaigns, all of that stuff. That's where my passion truly lies, is helping bring a vision to life. Rob and I, we met through the Dollar Tax Club originally, and then through some conversations, he told me about the affiliate program, and I had some ideas, and then one thing led to the next, and then all of a sudden we're talking more and more and more. I'm helping him develop and put it all together, and then he also discovers that I'm actually life insurance licensed, and so now heading up the Alberta division for Mr. Insurance. Everything with Mr. Taxes, Mr. Insurance, working with Rob and the team it's really been a fun little experience, I guess you could say. We're getting busier and busier as time goes on, and things are rocking and rolling. So I'm really excited for where the future takes us.
Yeah, there was a big change a few months back. CRA cracked down on companies that were pulling notices of assessment in, I guess, adverse ratios, pulling large numbers of notices of assessment and not filing tax returns. So there was a few other companies out there doing it. They've since shut down, and we're still rolling along because we are first and foremost a tax company, but with help from outside contributors like Jesse helping build our systems, we're able to scale. Now at one point we had 3,000 mortgage brokers on our affiliate program, and with the the shutdown or the brakes being put on by CRA, we've had to revamp the entire program. Think of it, for example, as a mortgage broker, your main portal, whether you're using Filogix or one of the other platforms, if that platform shut down, now you get to learn a whole new platform. It's kind of like Facebook changing their algorithm every week, or their marketing things every week. So a little tax joke for the week. No matter how bad a child is, they're still good for a tax deduction. And I still remember the Russell Peters joke, about his kid acting up, and the kid's telling his dad, I'll call the police. If you do anything to me, and the dad says, that's fine, you call them. It'll take them 20 minutes to get here. But if you do have children, make sure and deduct them. We had one lady working with us. If she's listening in this morning, she'll have a good chuckle. She came in a couple of years ago and said, I can't believe it. I don't believe I owe this much tax. She said, I've checked everything. And then she said, can you take a quick look and see if there's something missing? And I said, what happened to your kids? She said, what do you mean? I said, did you put them up for adoption, or did Canada Revenue come and take them away or something? She said, no. Why? I said, because you forgot to check the box for dependents. It made a $7,000 difference on her tax return by not checking that little box. So it's dotting the I's, crossing the T's, making sure everything's done, going through a system. It's like we do on our tax reviews. So that's the main lead for us with mortgage brokers. You can refer clients to us for a free tax review, and then we refer them back to you for mortgage services. And, whether or not they have a mortgage coming up, in the immediate future or within the next year or 2 years, you can put them in your platform. And if they're recorded with us as a referral from you as a mortgage broker, we ensure that they get referred back to you for the mortgage business. So that's our main affiliate program for mortgage brokers. And if you're a mortgage broker listening in, if you're not already on the program, just check the link at the bottom of the screen or click on the QR code, and that'll bring you to a page where you can get signed up. If you have trouble signing up, just reach out to Jesse or myself. And we'll glaze right over the program details because everybody's seen it in the past. But three main components: what's in it for you as an affiliate, what's in it for your clients, and what's in it for us. Pretty straightforward. What's in it for clients? I'll let you run with this one, Jess, because you've been through the program as a client.
Yeah, so my favorite part of the whole program is just that 10-year tax review. You know, I'm a huge fan of getting money back from the government that I didn't really know was eligible to get back. And so I think anyone out there, no matter how much money they have or don't have, would be excited to find out that they have money owed to them from the government that, you know, they've overpaid in the past few years or whatever the case is. So that's definitely one of the highlights, as well as discounted services and fast track on documents. So, you know, there's plenty of times where a lot of times your clients might need a document. This way they can get it quick and easy from Mr. Taxes.
Yeah, if they're already on our system, what we do with every client that goes through our tax review, we do a download of their entire file from Canada Revenue. Just in case they get cut off as a client, we need it to be able to do the review. We go back over the last 12 years, actually. And we're hoping that this year, as Canada Revenue advances their system every year and updates it, they're going to increase that window. So hopefully by this year coming, it will be 13 years we can go back. And I believe that they're going to have that history online. That's what they started at 10 years, and then they added 2 years ago, the 11th, and then the 12th year last year. We're hoping that's going to continue so we can go back even further to claim refunds. What's in it for mortgage brokers? Referral commissions, social media, website exposure. So Alicia and Matthew do all our marketing here in-house. So if you're a mortgage broker listening in, you've already communicated with them. They put some ads together for you. We'd love to get a testimonial from some brokers letting us know what type of feedback you're getting from the marketing material that we've been producing for you. And the best part about all this for mortgage brokers is the cost. What is the cost on that, Jesse?
Well, it's you better brace yourselves. You better sit down because it's
seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, it's here's my seatbelt. Getting it ready. $0.
Yeah, it's honestly, it takes Alicia, Matthew. We have some templates set up. We put in your branding, your colors, your logos, etc., depending which brokerage you're with. We know all the main ones. We have files ready, so you can get those approved if needed. And, it takes them 10, 15 minutes. So that's our give to you in the mortgage community or financial services community. If you're an insurance advisor, if you're an investment advisor as well, we have affiliate programs for the entire financial services industry. And we put those marketing materials together for you at no cost. That's our gift to you. And then, of course, what's in it for us? What do we get out of it? Number one, we love helping keep clients compliant. We will pull clients that haven't filed. We actually just went through our entire database, and today we're going to reach out to all those clients that haven't filed yet. They've received numerous reminders. Maybe they've gone to another company. Maybe they filed themselves. But we're going to reach out to them anyway once we have a record of not filing. Because if clients don't file on time, they're subject to penalties, late filing fees, 5% late filing penalty and 1% per month. That's 17% in the first year. It's going to take a while for, even with the inflation rising, for mortgage rates to go back up to 17%. So that's our passion is, helping keep clients compliant. Our passion's more reversed, I guess, engineered, is because we hate giving the government too much money. They need money. We believe in firefighters, police, hospitals, roads, streetlights, etc. But we don't need another bird sanctuary in the Arctic, and we don't need to be giving billions of dollars to foreign governments when I can look out the window here at our office on Begbie Street in New Westminster and look at the homeless center across the street. At night, people camping out on the street. You need to take care of yourself first. And we help clients minimize tax. And of course, with the marketing materials that we produce, we get some exposure as well. we put our brand inside those marketing materials. It's very subtle, but the QR code will take somebody to a landing page, and they're able to get signed up for that 10-year tax review. And for clients, it costs them $1 to get on board to get that review. It's complimentary with every membership, and it's a lifetime $1 fee for membership in the Dollar Tax Club, because once somebody comes on as a client, we're hoping they're going to be a client for life. Those that want to leave, hey, we package up their stuff, send it to them in a nice zip package, and say thanks for doing business. We only want to work with clients that want to work with us. And not everybody, maybe some people don't like working with us because they don't like the color green. We had one lady, we were asking for a while there, why did you pick us? How did you find us? We had that, and the lady wrote in the comments, she goes, I love the color green. So sometimes it's as simple as that. Some people don't like a logo, and it's superstitious, etc. Reasons why they wouldn't want to do something. So here's another link here for mortgage affiliates. If you're looking to get on as a mortgage broker and you're watching in, if you're watching on the replay, make sure and comment, like, and subscribe. The links are somewhere below. If you're watching this on YouTube, you won't have the chat area available in YouTube, but if you're on the webinar today and you have questions about anything, feel free to pop them in the chat. I see one broker on here made a comment. I'm going to give her a shout out, Janet Leluck. She's weeding this morning, long overdue garden. So if you're looking for mortgage services, reach out to Janet. She may not get back to you right away this morning because she's taking care of the garden. It's beautiful here in BC this morning. I think it's going to shoot up to about 32 degrees. How about there where you are, Jess?
We have an extreme heat warning. I think we're expected to be somewhere around 31 today.
Is that the way it was when you were in Mexico last year for like 6 months?
Yeah, I mean, there was hot days, but most of the time it was around, 25, 26.
Yeah, make sure and keep the kids hydrated. That's important.
Yes, sir.
So tax tip for this week, if you're self-employed, just take a look at this list. It's not an exhaustive list of everything that you can write off, especially children. If you have children, they can be claimed on your return, if you put them to work. I know my children were being put to work when my ex was dropping them off at the office. When they were really young, she would go out and do her thing. I put them to work. I actually got 3 paper shredders in the small office, and the 3 of them would sit on upside down buckets, and I'd tell them we'd have a race, see who could shred their bucket of paper the fastest. And they would start feeding the paper in the paper shredder, and Alicia always won every week. 2 boys, and with Alicia, she beat out Cameron and Matthew almost every week because they were trying to jam too much paper in the shredder, and it kept getting jammed. And she knew she would count how many pages to put in. So that's any insight between boys and girls. Let that be a lesson. So just quickly, phone, internet, vehicle expenses, house expenses, office supplies, travel expenses, and entertainment. This list of 7 here are things that you are doing anyway. If you're watching this webinar and you want to become self-employed, get on our referral program. Just by signing up for $1, you become self-employed. Then you can write off all of these things on the list and more that you're using or paying for anyway. So why not get involved? Why not get a side hustle? Jesse, has a great story. You started when 6-7 years ago, went out on your own?
Yeah, 2016. Yeah.
2016. It's a little bit nerve-wracking going out on your own.
It was very nerve-wracking, actually. I was only 3 months into starting my side hustle when I actually quit my full-time job in the oil and gas industry. So then it was, 100% all the pressure on this new side hustle that I barely knew what I was even doing. A wife and 2 kids to support. It was definitely scary.
It's stressful. And some people go out on their own. They hone their skills or, sharpen the knife, so to speak, kind of part-time. And then when you do jump out full-time, if I got any advice for entrepreneurs, take the risk. Looking back, you're gonna regret the things that you didn't try. You're not gonna regret any of the things you tried, unless it's a divorce or multiple divorces. But even then, there's good memories. But one thing that I learned is that, I took baby steps jumping in. I should have jumped in head first, be a little bit further ahead, would have got there a little bit faster. And if I would have failed, I would have known sooner as well. So don't hold off taking advantage of jumping into a side hustle. One of the biggest questions we get from new entrepreneurs is, what records do I need to keep? How do I need to set up a bookkeeping system? Do I need to set up FreshBooks or QuickBooks, QBO, QuickBooks Online, Sage, Simply Accounting? Which accounting system should I use? Leave that to an accountant. Set up a time to talk to us. If it's not us, reach out to somebody, just get some advice. And Warren Buffett said it multiple times in multiple presentations he's been giving over the past couple of years. You can catch those on YouTube. He's talking about the language of business to every audience he talks to. And he says that language of business is accounting. If you're going to get into business, learn the basics of accounting. And if you're looking for a few links, maybe we'll post those in the chat area on YouTube when this is posted. A couple simple bookkeeping instructions. But the golden rule, if you don't know anything about bookkeeping, just keep all your receipts. Download your bank statements every month. Make sure and have those. At the end of the year, just hand them off to your accountant. Probably 80% of our clients do not keep a bookkeeping system. They just hand us their bank statements and their receipts at the end of the year. It's a couple hours at the end of the year for us to do it. Simple, lickety-split, barbara trick, it's done. And done properly. Do you fix your own car, Jesse? You are in Alberta, but with these newfangled cars,
I used to. I don't anymore.
Yeah, you need all types of software now and special tools to work on vehicles now. It's the same thing with accounting. The Income Tax Act is, I think, 4,000 pages. And, you want to navigate through all that. The nice part about the Income Tax Act, though, is probably only about 10% of it applies to each individual. And then when you really narrow it down, there's probably only about 5 or 10 sections in the entire act that, apply to each tax filer. You just have to navigate through and figure out which ones are relevant to you.
I know. So for me, as soon as I handed over my bookkeeping and accounting to Mr. Taxes, I mean, my life has gotten a lot easier.
Yeah, thanks for the public service announcement there, Jess. Check is in the mail. Check is in the mail. So upcoming events you can find out on our page here, either our page on our website or our Facebook page. You can find us on social media. Thanks to Matthew and Alicia, staying up to speed on all of that. Give us some feedback. Post if you see any of our posts on social media, type some comments in. Let us know what you're doing, what business you have, because a lot of people will gravitate towards certain types of ads. If they gravitate towards ours and you're on there posting your marketing materials as well, it's easy to piggyback off somebody else's marketing, a little bit easier than developing your own. But again, if you sign up with us as an affiliate, we create those marketing materials for you. Who out there has some questions today? Oh, Janet says that she's on here. I thought she might have had us on the earphones while she was reading. She said she's watching us now. So if anybody's got questions, now's the time to get them in. If you miss us here, askmrtaxes.ca is the link to get all your questions answered. Askmrtaxes.ca. Maybe Alicia could get that link up on the page here, because if you're watching this on YouTube on the replay, you're not going to get your questions answered right away. But you can here on the live webinar. What date are we? July 27th, 2022. 2022 already. Good heavens.
Yeah, we're over halfway done the year. It's crazy.
That's good. It's all downhill from here. So we do have a guest coming on in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to give him a shout out, Sebastian Borgol. He is a French comedian who took a risk. He packed up his bags a few years ago, I think less than 2 years ago, to come out to Vancouver to immerse himself in the English language. So in 2 years, learned English. He's doing comedy now full-time in English. He's been on Laugh Lines, I think Yuck Yucks, and he's down in LA now doing a week or two of gigs in LA, and then he has a show coming up here in November. So if we can get his link into the YouTube channel. So if you're watching on YouTube here, that link should be below where you can get tickets to see this guy. He is hilarious. And his biggest joke is his French accent. He says, I don't have an accent anymore, do I? But I don't think he'll ever get rid of the French accent. That's part of his shtick. But truly hilarious guy. But the reason why I'm giving him a shout out is because my son and I went to the comedy club here a couple times just down the street, a couple Tuesdays just to hang out. And the guy was very supportive. I wanted to give it a shot, get up on stage, and he gave me, some help, gave me some pointers. So I'm reciprocating the generosity. But he's taken a huge risk, and that's what we have to do in business. Those who take the biggest risks, I believe, get the biggest rewards. No risk, no reward. And Michelle in our office here says it's like a donut. Some people focus on the hole. Some people focus on the donut. I'd rather focus on the donut. And that's what Sebastian's done. So we have tickets for his show in November. We have 5 tickets. I think we're going to have a couple of tickets as a giveaway on the upcoming webinars to help promote them. Nice.
That sounds like a blast.
Yeah, you can catch him on YouTube. He's got all of his stuff. His French, even here's the funny thing. They say communication is only 7% verbal, or the actual words you say. When you watch his French comedy, even if you can't speak French, just his mannerisms and his expressions, etc., convey humor. And so take that into business. When you go into business, you're going to be sitting down on sales meetings, trying to close deals, trying to maintain customer loyalty, etc. The words are only part of it. I had a client in yesterday, and my neck has really been bothering me. And she said, I can tell something's wrong. She said, you haven't smiled the whole time I've been here. I said, sorry, don't take it personal. I said, I have a lot of pain in my neck. Been taking a lot of painkillers, so my voice may sound a little hoarse, but she could tell something was wrong just in the mannerisms because I was typing stuff into the computer and hadn't said that much, but she could tell. So take that into your business, always try and be upbeat. I saw Grant, one of the posts from Grant Cardone's Canadian team, Morgan Walls, I think his name is, said, your number one asset is your attitude in business. It's showing up every week, showing up daily on time, giving support to the team members, always giving. The old boxing coach told me it's always better to give than to receive. So, I continue trying to give. That's all we have, short time on the planet. Janet asks if Alicia is my daughter. You nailed that one. I think, where can we see her photo up here? I think right there, Janet, there's Alicia, and she's been on a couple webinars. She puts all the marketing material together here in-house. And Jesse's kids are a little young yet, I think, but he'll probably have them working in the business sooner than later if they're not shredding paper already.
Got to get that extra work out of them, right? Free labor.
Yeah, I love that because Matthew's working with his as well. Matthew is my son also, Janet, but Matthew says, how much am I going to get paid? I said, well, it's probably going to balance out to how much you're going to have to pay for rent. So that's a good trade-off. But they've been here, I think, a little under a year now and have really hit the ground running on the marketing side. All the posts you see from us are all produced by them. All the content, just a little feedback from Jesse and myself on, the legality of the content. There's things that you can do as a broker, mortgage broker. There's things you can say as a tax preparer, things that you're not allowed to say, no guarantees made. But one thing we can guarantee, if there is money to be found, we'll do our best to find it on those tax reviews. And even the intro music and the outro music that was produced by Matthew and the video.
Yeah, your kids are pretty good at this stuff.
Yeah, they look over your shoulder long enough. They get to pick up on things. How old are yours now, Jess?
5 and 7.
Cool.
Few more years.
They're gonna have a blast at the lake there. How long are you staying up there for?
Just the day.
Yeah, that's a fun time. Get them out, and your grandparents are there as well.
Yeah, they're here for the week.
Awesome. So that'll be a fun time for the kids to hang out with grandma and grandpa.
Yeah,
get some quiet time for you and the wife.
Yeah, our grandparents are from Mission, BC, actually, right close to you.
What are those, Mission, an hour? It's funny, you know, right in the middle of one of the outskirts here, Burnaby, when you're driving down Kingsway, there's a sign that says, like, right in the middle of the city. I think there's only one sign in the entire city. It says Mission 100 kilometers. Like, who drives through the middle of Vancouver and sees that and says, okay, I'm going to head out to Mission today? It's only 100 kilometers. I got to take a picture of that sign next time I go by it.
Maybe they think that you go on a mission for 100 kilometers.
That's what it is when you go out to Mission, because, you know, once you get out there, they have one street light, and it dims when you plug the electric shaver in.
Yeah.
So, and then the banjos start playing, and then all hell breaks loose. So hopefully we got a few questions answered for people. So if you want to reach out to Jesse or myself, Jesse at mrinsurance.ca, and his link will be in the notes here on the YouTube channel. So remember to like, subscribe, sign up, all of those things. And I guess I just lost the signal. Move the screen here and the signal disappeared.
We can still hear and see you.
Yeah, that's there we go. It jumped on the other screen. So that's the beauty of having two screens. So that's it for this week. Let's wrap it up with a little bit of Matthew's background jingle. He calls it the Mr. Taxes Money Jingle. And every time somebody gets a refund, we play the jingle.
I love it.
And that's the background music. So we'll see everybody next week. Have a blast up at the lake, Jess.
Sounds good. Thank you.
See everybody next week.